Hi, my name's Lisa and I'm a local Thermomix consultant in Coffs Harbour. I've chosen to do a short video for you today to help you navigate around Cookidoo, whether it be that you've got a TM5 and you've purchased a cookie and you'd like to know how to add recipes to your cookie, or if you're a TM31 user and you've got a subscription and you're using that to cook your recipes manually via your Thermomix, or whether you're new to Cookidoo and you've signed up for a 30-day free trial. I hope that this video helps you to easily navigate around the Cookidoo site. So what you'll need to do is go to cookidoo.com.au. I'm using a desktop computer today and I'm also using Google Chrome for my browser. When you use a tablet or a smart phone, you might find that the menu is a little bit different to what is displayed here on the desktop. When I use my iPad, for example, the menu is a drop-down box on the left-hand side rather than across the top on the top right-hand side, which is shown today. The reason that I use Google Chrome is because when you go into the other countries, you'll find that a lot of those are not in English, they're in their own language. Google Chrome is going to help translate that to English for you. When you want to look at the recipes on your Thermomix, you can download the Google Chrome app and that will help you to translate to English there, or you can simply have your smartphone or tablet next to you while you cook as well. So to get started, we'll go up to the top right hand corner there to My Profile, which is in the green. In this information section in My Profile, you can do a number of things. You can add your Thermomix model into that area and also your serial number for your machine. You can also activate your cook key there and you'll see all the information relating to your subscription there as well. On to browsing the site. So if you go to the browse option and then all recipes, that's going to show you all of the recipes from the Australian site in alphabetical order. There's about 1,500 recipes currently on here and they're from multiple collections and cookbooks that have been produced by Thermomix, which are all triple tested. As you scroll through here, this will give you a little snapshot on the front screen, information about the recipe, and then once we actually click on the recipe, you'll find that you'll get the next layer of information. So the American style pancakes, this will give you the ingredients list, and once you click on view recipe, that will open up to give you all the information. So here is the ingredients. You've also got the nutritional information for this recipe, any tips and variations down the bottom there. And then it will tell you which cookbook this recipe comes from, as well as the preparation here as well. If you've made this recipe and you've made a modification to it, and you've decided that you like that, you can add your own notes there just by clicking Add Note. And you could say that you reduced the sugar in the recipe, say by half. And you can save that note and it will show up in yellow so that you'll be reminded of that next time you go to cook this particular recipe. I'm just going to take that one out because that's not accurate for me for that recipe. Okay, so if we just go back to the back button up the top there, also on the left hand side, you can also use the filters here if you like by searching under those particular areas. The little snapshot on the front, this first one gives you the total time. So that's the time, the active time that it takes you, but also how long it takes the Thermomix for the whole recipe to be completed. This one here with the knife shows the active time that it will take you to prepare. And then this one here is the serving size for each recipe as well. The other way that you can search is go up to Browse and go All Collections. And this will show you all of the mini collections and the cookbooks. So you've got your title on the front, just click on that. And that will show you each individual recipe in that collection. So again, if you click on the picture of the recipe and go into that and then view recipe, you'll find all the information here for the family chicken galette. This is a lovely dish. I've made that a couple of times now and you can make your own pastry and it's really a delicious dish, that one. So we're just going to go back again, and the other option that I love, which is the search function via the magnifying glass up here in the top right hand corner. If you click on that, you can search for the recipe via the recipe name. You can also search for the ingredients that you have as well. So say you've got pumpkin in the fridge that you'd like to use up. If you search pumpkin in the search field, everything will come up that is an option with pumpkin as well. If I select the pumpkin risotto with bacon, And then I can do the same as the previous windows where I click on that particular picture and then view recipe. And it's going to tell me all of the ingredients list and that one comes from the budget-friendly Italian collection there. The next step would be to add your recipes to your meal plan or to your playlist or to your favourites so that they're really easy to find by the cook key. Then you don't have to scroll through multiple recipes. So if we wanted to add this pumpkin risotto with bacon to our meal plan, I just select the back button so that you're on the main front screen with the 3 dots up in the top right hand corner. We just click on that. Can either add it to today, tomorrow, the day after, or a manual date. So if I just click today, that's going to add it to today's menu plan for us. And I can view that by either going down the bottom to this grey area with the dates, or I can go up to organise and weekly planner. And there it is right there. As soon as you add a recipe into the weekly planner, it automatically puts it into the shopping list for you. We can view the shopping list either in the bottom left-hand corner with the green button there, or we can go up to Organise and Shopping List, and that's going to show us all the ingredients for that particular dish. If we went ahead and put 3 or 4 dishes in our menu plan for the week, it's going to add each of the recipes into this shopping list, and then you can one by one go through and tick the items that you've already got in your pantry or fridge. Anything that you don't need to purchase, you can just go ahead and tick those, and that will remove them off the list. Once you're left with the items that you want to purchase, you can scroll up top of the page and click on the top right hand button here, which is the little arrow facing forward. Click on that one and you'll be able to email that shopping list to yourself. The ingredients are also in groups, which makes it nice and easy to find in the supermarket as well. Okay, so the other way that we can save recipes is to go to My Recipe Library and click on My Own Recipe Lists. You've probably heard us mention playlists in relation to the cook key. So this is where you're creating a playlist for yourself. You can title this whatever you like. If we title this one Chicken Dishes and we save that one, that is now in our list. And then we can browse recipes and add the dishes that we want to cook into that playlist. So you can browse either of the ways that I've showed you, either up the top through browse all recipes or all collections, or we can press the green button here, browse recipes now. Okay, so with this one you can scroll through and find the recipes that you would like, but I'm actually going to go up to the magnifying glass and I'm going to search for chicken dishes. One of our favourites is the chicken galette, which I mentioned before. So if I just type in chicken and galette, the family chicken galette comes up here. And then once you're on that front panel, you just want to go to those 3 dots again. And then we want to add it to our own recipe list down the bottom there. And then all we need to do is select the playlist that we'd like to add it to. So there's our chicken dishes there. We're just going to tick the button and press save. And that's now gone into the playlist to find really easily on your Thermomix. Okay, so the other option that we've got is to add items to our favourites, another way that we can access them really quickly. So if we browse and browse all collections, we can actually add a whole collection or cookbook to our favourites, or we can add individual dishes. So if I wanted to add the collection for 3 Cheers for Chicken, I would just sit on the front of that cookbook, go up to the top right hand corner and just go add to favourites. If I wanted to add an individual recipe, I would find a cookbook that I would like to find the recipe out of. So if we go to Pick Me Up Juices, and if I'd like to add the sweet beet juice to the favourites, I would just go again to the top right hand to the 3 dots, and I would go add to favourites, and that is easily found in the favourites as well. So up in My Recipe Collection, and if you click on My Favourites, you'll be able to see there that that recipe has been added. And if we click on collections, that's all the cookbooks that I've currently added to my favourites to transfer to my cook key as well. So the other great thing about the Cookidoo account is that once you've registered, you get access to all of the Cookidoo accounts from around the world. So those ones that are listed. So if you go to the top right hand corner to help, and now you'll see that I've got a drop down box for the different countries. So we're currently on Australia, so we can click on another country, say for example the USA. All of these countries you'll use exactly the same login that you do for the Australian site. If I click on the Thermomix logo in the top left-hand corner, then you'll have the option to sign in. If you're using the other countries that are in their language, Google Chrome will translate it for you, and that'll be really helpful to see the recipes in English. And you use those other sites exactly the way that you do for the Australian site as well. So everything I've just showed you will be the same for the other sites. Just remember, when you have finished adding your recipes to either your playlist, your favorites, or your menu plan, that you'll need to press the sync button on the front home screen of your Thermomix to transfer these newly saved recipes via your cook key. If you don't have the cook key, you'd be doing manual cooking, of course, but syncing to your machine is really easy, and then you've got your recipes there at the touch of your fingers. If you would like to find out more information, I have a Facebook and an Instagram page called Lisa's Thermo Cooking Journey, where I share photos and as many recipes as I can for what I'm cooking lately, and as many tips and hints as I can to get the most out of your Thermomix. I hope that was helpful in you navigating Cookidoo. Thanks very much.